MC Charles, yo. MC Charles, MC Charles, MC Talks. Y'all wanna be entertained? Then join the show. It's the MC Talks live show. Now you know, real smooth vibes with a steady flow. MC Talks live. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Making sure the live is working, everything is good. Y'all hold that thought real quick. Let me make sure. Let me give a good look. Okay. All right, so we good. I've been having trouble with like the keys and stuff. Still learning, still training myself to do these things or whatever. So, in case I didn't tell y'all already, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. It's 2026. All right. Um, so first and foremost, I want to say this. When I was talking about New Year resolutions and stuff, I was kind of being like a downer. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I don't make New Year resolutions and this and that third. Well, I'm going to make my resolutions for this year. I'm going to think positive, try to, think positive, strive for some goals and, you know what I'm saying, and make it work. One of my goals is to keep uploading, keep throwing out content, keep doing what I'm doing. For the past, I had this channel for like maybe 4 years. And I had this channel for like 4 years, and the last 2 years I was growing pretty quickly, but I had to stop because I had some things I was going through. I was looking for another place to live, and I was having trouble with some neighbors. I was living next to a Kern. You know what I'm saying? I was going through some things. My health or whatever, you know what I'm saying? By the way, one of my goals is to get back in the gym, start working out, start exercising. My health went down a little bit. I was just going through a lot. I was diagnosed with diabetes um, last year. Last year, I was diagnosed with that around October-ish, maybe. No, it was the summer of 2025. I got really sick, and you know what I'm saying. So, and then I got high blood pressure and all that. So I was going through some things and whatever, and I'm trying to get my health back. So one of my goals is to try to get my health back and get it in check and everything, my diabetes and everything. Um, I was just going through a lot, so I wasn't putting out any content. So my goal is to focus on my health, start working out, exercising, taking better care of myself, and trying to and start eating right. Another one of my goals is to try to maintain doing what I do. I enjoy doing this podcasting. I enjoy talking about, doing celebrity gossip. Sometimes I dib and dab in real world stuff, you know what I'm saying, politics every now and then. It's kind of getting draining at this point. um, so yeah, so I've been going through a lot, and I'm gonna set some goals for myself, and just try to, get my health back in check, get it under control, start putting out more content, working, striving, you know what I'm saying, and trying to do the best I can do. That's my goals. Hopefully, y'all setting goals for yourselves. Um, no negative energy this year. No negative energy. Nothing but positive energy. Okay. So yeah. So that's my thing. I really feel like I should be open about that since you know what I'm saying I had this channel for a while. But like I said before, I was just going through some things and I couldn't really upload like that. Life changing things as well. So yeah, so that's one of my goals is to keep striving, keep working, keep doing what I do. Financially, hopefully, I'll be in a better financial state this year. So I'm just gonna talk, do my affirmations, you know what I'm saying, and just try to have a better year than 2025. 2025 was horrible for me. All right, so yeah, so my message to y'all is, yeah, do New Year's resolutions, set goals for yourself. I wasn't trying to be a downer when I talked about it last time, but yeah, I just had a little awakening. So yeah, just just strive for the best, set goals, and try to put positive energy in the atmosphere for yourself. Do some affirmations, and put your trust in God. Everything is going to work out. Nothing but positive energy here on out. But anywho, we got a decent show today. Not really looking for it to be too much of a long live. Uh, Pretty decent. Let's go ahead and jump into some things. All right. Um, so Stefon Diggs is being sued by his chef. So obviously it was some disagreements going on between Stefon and his chef regarding money issues. And the chef's saying that Stefon laid hands on her, basically choked her out and stuff like that. Here's the report about it. Oh, that's him right here. Hold up. Here's the report. Female private chef claims Stefon Diggs slapped and choked her out over money dispute. Alleged his girlfriend texted her after the incident saying, "You don't have to do all that, all this. It's not big of a deal." Um, yeah, so my thing is we all know who the girlfriend was that texted the chef. Um, yeah, so in the text message, the chef was like, "I'm done with you. I want you out of my life." It kind of had me questioning if Stefon really had something going on with the chef behind the scenes, allegedly. I'm just saying, because it had me thinking like, damn, she talking to him like she breaking up with him and stuff in the text messages. But anyway, if y'all see me look on this side, it's because I'm reading my notes or whatever that I took, on the news that I'm about to give y'all. But anyway, so Stefon Diggs and his private chef had a disagreement regarding pay. The chef wanted to be paid for the full season and for her business. The two went back and forth through the text messages obtained by the court documents. After that, according to police reports, the victim went to the police on December 16th. The felony strangulation or suffocation or misdemeanor assault and battery took place on December 2nd. The victim told police that Diggs smacked her across the face and tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. So the New England Patriots is standing behind Diggs. They claim Diggs denied any wrongdoing and that they will continue to support him and allow him to play. My thing is, we all know who's the girlfriend is. Like I said, that was Cardi. She basically trying to talk the chef out of, going through with all of this. But the chef said, "Forget that. I want my money." I don't know what kind of business she got going on. Is she looking, for Stefon Diggs to help her pay for or whatever? But he's not obligated to do that. Also, he spoke out. He had spoke out, uh, with two reporters, and he was basically telling the reporters, "Hey, we're not going to talk about the case. You can ask me all the questions besides the case. We're going to take a look at that." So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick.
Dealing with everything. It's definitely an open case, so I can't even say anything about it. I will be open to any football questions, anything you want to know. I'm saying I don't want to be rude or disrespectful in any way. So if anybody asks me a question that's pertaining to it, I'm obviously just give you a look. Y'all kind of know me at this point, but shoot.
What kind of support have you had, Stefon, from your teammates? And we saw you yesterday on the field breaking huddle, and it seems like you're the leader out there at this point still.
Is that a football question?
Well, it's not about any sort of crime. It's just about how you lead and how your teammates support
regarding football, I'm gonna continue to be the guy I've been. Trying to finish the season strong.
Have you and Christian talked or texted?
Christian is my close teammate. But talk about what per se.
Christian Barmore, you and he both dealing with some stuff off the field. I mean, have you talked?
Is that a football question? Try not to be rude. I said it in the beginning.
I hear you.
All right, so y'all heard Stefon Diggs. He was telling the reporters, "Hey, don't y'all ask me no questions about this. I ain't trying to be rude." Is that a football question? you can look in his eyes and tell that he got a little sadness to his eyes or whatever. Um, I feel like he thought getting with Cardi B was going to be a come up for him, but we all know that Cardi B, she is kind of a bit of she what comes with Cardi B is controversial, controversy, and I think since he got with her, has been a lot of controversy on his end. Um, I think that it didn't. The grass is. I think he thought that the grass was going to be greener on the other side. I didn't really know too much about Stefon Diggs until he got with Cardi. I'm not blaming Cardi for his wrongdoings. No, I'm not blaming that. But I think a lot of people is coming for him simply because he's dating Cardi B. And also, I feel like Cardi needs to be very mindful and she needs to be careful with Stefan regarding, regarding him, making him upset or very angry. It seemed like he got an anger issue, especially if he did this to the chef, if he choked the chef out, allegedly, if he did that. Cardi, I really worry for her. Like, you really need to be careful because you don't want to push the wrong buttons one day. He snap and then choke you out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So it's at this point. It's like, you know, should she have stayed with Offset or I mean, what? I mean, at this point, it's like, dang. Between the two, I don't know. I felt like when she separated from Offset, I felt like Cardi B didn't take the time to fully heal before she jumped into another relationship and didn't truly think about Stefan Diggs' background. I felt like it was rushed. That's what I feel like. I felt like this whole thing was rushed. But back to Stefan Diggs, I think he got some anger issues and stuff like that. And he's probably going to try to, hopefully he try to work on his anger issues because, like I said, I worry for Cardi, because Cardi outspoken and what I'm saying, I don't want her to say the wrong thing to him and then he pop off on her, but I feel like this whole relationship, whole thing with Stefan Diggs was rushed. I felt like it was started because she was trying to get her payback towards Offset. But this whole thing is it's just crazy how, he's staying in the news and everything. It's just like, wow. Because like I said, I didn't even know him until he started dating Cardi B. Because I'm not a sports person, so I don't be out there trying to figure out who's playing on what team and nothing like that. I don't be, into all that shit. Uh, but yeah, let's keep going, y'all. So I'm so happy about this. Okay, I am happy. I am a big fan of Miss Jill Scott. Jill Scott announces the return to music with her first album in over 10 years. To Whom This May Concern is the name of the album. Now, Jill Scott is releasing her sixth studio album called To Whom This May Concern. She also released a single named Beautiful People. The new album has 19 tracks and is set to be released February 13th. I love me some Jill Scott. I always play Jill Scott, whether I'm traveling, driving, going to work, or running errands, or cleaning up the house. This is the way. You know what I'm saying? To love. Man, I love Jill Scott. Let's take a long walk, the way, you can hate on me, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's, man, I'm a Jill Scott fan. Hopefully hopefully she has a tour set up after she dropped this album. Hopefully is a tour getting ready to be getting ready to, take place. Cause I'm thinking about going. I love Jill Scott. I listen to Jill Scott. Jill Scott giving me that neo. I love neo soul. She's neo soul, and she mixed with a little bit of R&B. I really fucks with Jill. You know what I'm saying? Jill is the girl. She's my girl. I like Jill. Hopefully, like I said before, it's a tour being set after this. I'm really happy for her. It's been over 10, probably a little over 10 years that she released an album. She's been doing a lot of acting and other side gigs, and I guess that got in the way of making music. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Like I said before, music nowadays ain't paying nothing but nickel dimes, ain't paying nothing but nickels and dimes and pennies. So her acting bag, she had to get in that, get some more money because that's where the money is at. Is doing these acting gigs and stuff like that. So she's been really busy regarding that. So I'm really happy for her. Her new song, it's a vibe. I listened to it today for the first time. I think it's pretty cool or whatever. So I'm really feeling this. I can't wait to the album. I already pre-saved it on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? So I pre-saved it. I'm ready for it. I thought this was good too for all the Jill Scott fans out there. Hopefully they do something for Jill, have some artists come out there and sing some of her songs. And you know what I'm saying? I love me some Jill Scott, but I thought that was something to talk about and bring to the attention. That's been trending lately on the blogs and on the news and stuff like that. So I thought that was good. So congratulations to Miss Jill Scott. I'm looking forward for this album, and I know it's going to be fire. So let's go into this now. These celebrities been acting up these on the New Year, New Year Eve and stuff like that. They ain't even give time for 2026 to settle in real good. I mean, it's been a lot going on. Selena Powell, whatever her name is, Selena Powell recorded herself with Offset sleep, and she's laying next to him and stuff like that. Now, we're gonna talk about that. She recorded him while he was laying next to her sleep, and she gave him the middle finger. She gave him the middle finger, and also claimed that it was a tape. They made a tape together. So this is weird. My thing is, I think Selena Powell does OnlyFans, and from what I've seen and looked up, I guess they did made a tape because she posted a title on the OnlyFans saying that she got a little tape of her titling her and Offset doing some things. So she already posted it on OnlyFans. I ain't trying to promote her OnlyFans, but I'm just delivering the news. You know how But yeah, according to her, Offset was doing all the hollering and stuff. I don't see why these guys sleep with this girl, knowing that she's been been linked to a lot of these people. She's been linked to a lot of people. I ain't trying to be, I don't know if this girl got walls now. I mean, she don't been with so many guys. I mean, you should even have walls, but for some reason they keep coming. They keep coming right back to her. Yeah, so I see a lot of people in the comments talking about this is good for Cardi B, this and that third, because they still married. But at the end of the day, they separated. They're no longer living under the same roof. They separated. So, Offset doing his thing. Cardi, she was Stefon Diggs. I really feel like they just need to do better. They need to do better. This is not a win-win. And then for her to be sticking her middle finger at him while he sleep, I can tell you this. When you dib and dab, you doing a lot of soul time. And the way her energy is giving off, her sticking the middle finger at him while he sleep, she ain't doing nothing but using him for content. She using him for OnlyFans content. She's sticking her middle finger. That's not good while he sleep. You really have to be mindful who you sleep with and who you connect your energy with when you sleep with these people, because the soul time, the negative energy that comes from around it will eventually affect you emotionally and spiritually. I thought about that when she stuck her middle finger at him, and I'm like, wow, that's not good. That's not good at all, because it's like, F you, I got what I wanted. I don't even know if it's kind of given that Offset, maybe Offset gave her the approval to go ahead and post the video. I mean, I don't even know what they be talking about behind the scenes, because, most of these celebs, they want their name in the news. They want to stay trending and stuff like that. And, things like that. And it's just weird. It's just weird to me how she would lay up beside the guy and then stick her middle finger at him. It's just come off as weird. But then at the same time, most of these celebrities, they do these things because they want their name out there. And Selena Powell, she been trying to stay relevant and keep her name out there, connect herself to Cardi B and stuff like that. Like she on some weird type of energy stuff, but she also doing this to promote her OnlyFans. She does have an OnlyFans. Um, but yeah, this goes to show you, you really got to watch who you lay with. Because, like I said before in many of my videos, you can be sleeping with the enemy and don't even know it. And it's just crazy because, like I said, the enemy can attach themselves to you through, through sleeping around, like, doing some soul time. They can attach themselves to you that way, seeing what you're about, what's your business, what you got going on, just to have that personal connection with you, that personal chain, that personal clinch to you, so they can know what's going on and drag you down. You really just have to be mindful of those things. This is really kind of like really messy. Wishing the best for these people, Offset and Cardi B. Hopefully they can choose wisely. They making weird and messed up decisions on the people but these people are grown, but they just making the wrong decisions right now. It's not a win for neither one of them. Stefon Diggs, he got his shit going on. He's up in the press and it's not good. It's all negative. And he's dealing with a lawsuit with the Christopher guy, the Griffith guy. He's dealing with a lawsuit with that, claims from that. Now he's being sued with this chef. The chef lady said he put hands on her, and then Offset being laid up with Selena Powell. And it's not a win for neither one of them. They need to really do better on that note. But yeah, like I said, it's a lot of soul time going around, and they over there nasty in Hollywood anyway. They really is nasty. They sleep with one another. They keep it in a circle. It's like some type of it's like they keep it in a circle, like some type of club they got going on. Like, all right, you next, you and you over here. It's like I don't know. It's just really disgusting how they do in Hollywood, but that's what they do. They sleep around with each other. They pass each other around. So yeah, so am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised. Offset, he has a cheating issue anyway, and according to other sources, Stefon Diggs got a cheating issue. I hate to make it about Cardi B, but she's tied into all of this simply because she's connected to these guys. But I love me some Cardi B, but I gotta tell it like it is. But she's tied to these guys, so of course her name gonna get brought up. I've been seeing her name in the comments and things like that in that nature. So people really gonna bring her up because she's tied to these two guys. She got kids by Offset. She got a kid by Stefon Diggs. So and she's been involved with these guys. So anyway, yeah. So this is not a shocker either. I mean, the next topic is we're gonna get into this. Will Smith is being sued by a tour violinist who allegedly sexually harassed and retaliation. Okay, hold on, let me reread that. Will Smith is being sued by a tour violinist who alleged sexual harassment, retaliation, and wrongful termination during his based on a true story 2025 tour. The lawsuit claimed that their professional relationship became increasingly personal, with Smith allegedly telling him they share a special connection he did not have with anyone else. Okay. Also, let's go ahead and get into some more of that. So, days before this violinist, his name is Brian King Joseph, filed a lawsuit. Days before he filed a lawsuit, he shared a video hinting that he has a legal matter going on. We're going to take a look at that, and then I come back with some more of my commentary.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk about something really important. Earlier this year, I was hired to be a performer on a major tour with somebody who is huge in the industry. So I was excited, proud of myself for getting the opportunity. Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was, because it's already a legal issue right now. But the reason why I'm speaking out about this is because getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work is not okay. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there who have been afraid to speak up, and I understand. And if that's you, I see you. And that's pretty much it. More updates to come soon. Thanks for listening.
Okay, so according to the Neighborhood Talk, Will Smith and his management company, Trade Ball Studios, have been named in a civil lawsuit after a tourist violinist claimed he was fired after reporting what he believed was a targeted and sexual charge incident. Brian King Joseph alleged that while working on Will Smith based on a true story tour, someone entered his hotel room without permission, leaving him afraid. According to the lawsuit, the incident happened during the early leg of the tour. After a performance in Las Vegas, Joseph said he returned to his hotel room and realized someone had been inside. He claimed he found a handwritten note addressed to him, listing the time the person planned to return, marked with a heart symbol. He also alleges that wet wipes and earring, hospital discharge paperwork, and a bottle of HIV prescription medication bearing another person's name were left behind. Joseph says there were no signs of forced entrance. After speaking with the hotel front desk, he claimed he was told that only tour managers had access to the room. While the lawsuit does not identify who entered the room, Joseph said he feared that the person intended to return for sexual contact and possible assault. After reporting the incident to hotel security, tour management, and local authorities, he claimed he was fired. Joseph alleged he asked only for reasonable accommodations, not money or special treatment. However, days later, he said he was accused of fabricating the incident and was told that the tour was moving in a different direction. The lawsuit claimed his termination was retaliation for reporting workplace safety and sexual harassment concerns. It also alleges that Smith made a personal statement to Joseph earlier in their working relationship that Joseph interpreted as unusually intimate, and that he believes Smith invited him on the tour in an attempt to groom him. Joseph further claims Smith was involved in the decision to fire him, which he says violated state employee protection laws. Um, so let me get back on the screen. My thing is, people already knows about already. It's been talked about Will Smith, for years now. Um, yeah, it's been talks about Will Smith for years, and the blogs, the news, all these outlets jumped on this when they seen the headlines. Will Smith being sued for SA and this, that, and the third. My thing is, hopefully this dude got proof. Hopefully he got proof, because at the end of the day, this would be kind of categorized as a he say she say thing if he doesn't have proof, like regarding Will making comments to him, like sexual comments to him and making him feel uncomfortable. Hopefully he'll have somebody that will back him up. Maybe he has a witness, somebody that overheard it, maybe, or maybe hopefully he has a recording of it, because at that point it's just he say she say. And then another thing is, regarding the incident at the hotel room and all these things. Hopefully this guy got hopefully he has proof, like pictures of the letter, the note that was left, the prescription that was left, and these other things that was left in the room. Hopefully he has those things, pictures to back him up, proof. Because if he ain't got proof, this will go nowhere. But yeah, that's what I think on that. I can't say that what he's doing is not true or is fabricated or stuff like that, simply because I don't know what type of proof he has. This is just the news that I'm reporting. Um, so, and Will Smith, his team, they're saying he's basically a disgruntled employee. He's upset that he was fired and the way things was basically, laid out there. He's upset that he was let go. Will Smith management and his lawyers spoke out saying those type of things. And in my personal opinion, even if Will Smith is allegedly bisexual, I don't think that dude will. I don't know. I can't say because at the end of the day, we don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. I was gonna say he might not be Will's type, but we don't know. We don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take that back because I don't know. But it's just, and I'm just saying allegedly, if he was you like this, I have to say allegedly, y'all. But there's been rumors online that Will's bad. He get down. But I don't know. But I do know these things that hopefully this guy got proof. Because if he don't, it's gonna get out there now that it's public. It's gonna get out there. It's gonna make him look bad. It's gonna make him look bad or whatever. And it's like everybody's out here to sue now. Everybody out here to sue. Everybody, at the Oprah Winfrey show. You got a lawsuit, you got a lawsuit, and you got a lawsuit. Damn it. Everybody's suing. So it's crazy. At this point, when you're in the entertainment business and stuff like that, I feel like you really have to be mindful of what you do around these people. Like you really have to be mindful. You really have to have the right people around you, or your ass gonna get sued. I mean, I'm just saying. But like I said, hopefully he got pictures and got proof because if they fired him, my thing is if they fired him and they let him go, he didn't have no evidence to back it up. And they assumed that he fabricated and lied about the whole thing and let his ass go. That's what I'm thinking. So if he ain't got none of those things and he can't prove none of those things, then the judge might dismiss the case. The judge might dismiss it, and then it's going to be all over the news. Everybody going to talk about it, and then he going to be known for a liar. So hopefully he got something to back up his claims. Like I said, hopefully he got pictures. Hopefully he got some type of audio. Hopefully he got witnesses. Because if he don't, he's screwed. He's screwed, and that's going to make him look bad. And then Will Smith, very popular, very powerful in the industry, okay? So he can easily be, well, they probably, the industry probably don't want to work with this violinist right now since he in this lawsuit. So ain't nobody going to want to really work with him if he loses this, so he's putting his reputation on the line too. So yeah, so that's all I got to say on the matter. I mean, hopefully he got what he needs because like I said, if Will and his Will management team and all of them fired him, it's probably because he didn't have no proof of the things he said that was in his hotel room. Or it's probably they trying to or they probably trying to cover their asses. Maybe it was somebody in management that went in his room and did these things, these weird things. Maybe it was, and they thought firing him would cover this whole thing up. So I don't know. It's hard to say, but we'll see what comes about this case. So this is it for my live. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I didn't have much to talk about. It's been a lot of things trending though, but I chose these. I thought these was pretty interesting to talk about. Hopefully everybody having a good New Year's so far, a good start so far. Like I said, my goal is to keep bringing out content, keep putting out content for y'all, taking care and maintaining my health and doing these things. But hopefully the New Year's is really gonna, starting off for y'all, for you guys. And I want to take the time and thank the people who actually comes to the channel and watch the content and, engage and, what I'm saying, and show love, So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you care. You know what I'm saying? Engagement is everything. It's been, like I said, I'm really going to be pushing content this year. I'm really going to be doing what needs to be done. I'm not looking forward to taking any more time off. I'm keeping up with everything. So yeah. So this is it for the live. Like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and support the channel. Engagement is important. I catch y'all on another one. I am out of here. Hopefully everybody have a wonderful work week, and I'm out. And on that note, hope everybody have a good rest of their night, and I'm out. Peace.